Welcome back to week 4 and 5 of the LG 6v6 League Vancouver Canucks. I've decided from now on to cover 2 weeks at a time and put the best moments from each game into every video. Also, some people were asking for my build and my skating style, which I'll have for you guys at the end of this video. Anyways, first for week 4, we played the Blues, the Bolts, and the Sens. So let's get right into it. So starting with the Blues, I remember these guys beat us like 5-6 in week 1. It's a different line this time around, but still want to get our get back on their team, obviously. This game was a little bit weird. They lagged out sort of halfway through. Nice little cut there from Cooch and Hendry there. I love those cuts across the crease. And we get a 2-on-1 here. And Cooch takes it to the hoop. Of course, he's not missing that. You know, he's never missing those breakaways. Anyway, as you can see, the score is 0-0. They lagged out. And basically in LG, if you lag out, other team gets a power play. And we capitalize on it. Nice little wrap play there. The boys are technically up 3-0, even though it says 1-0. Cooch hits me on a nice little backhand pass. The gold close quarters. I'll show you guys my build at the end of the game. Obviously, they just get one there. Flinner gets a gold close quarters just because it's so OP. Nice little 1T over there from Sweezy to Juke. And I believe the score now is like, what, 5-1? Anyway, they make it 5-2. We're like, whatever. This is technically the third period. They pizza. I keep it in. Nice little tic-tac-toe. And that pretty much summed it up for that game. Oh, I forgot. We ended up scoring one more here. Cooch nets at short side. They quit. Final score 6-2. Big dub for the boys. Next, we played the Bolts. And these guys are one of the best lines in the league. They're right D and center, both top esports guys. So we definitely had to lock in for this one. I get a weird pass goal. I don't even know what that was. Nice forecheck. We get another little force. A lot of weird goals this game. A lot of tips too. You'll see. We get it back to the point here. Hendry just throws one on. 3-0 in the first. Anyway, we cut back to the second. And again, here we go. Another tip. Crazy tip by their center. Absolutely crazy tip. You'll see they get another one. And then their center, again, another esports guy just skates right through our team. He's obviously a very good player. We get the force. I tuck it 5-hole. W cheese. I'm actually surprised gold close quarters didn't go off for that. Look at this tip. What? The rocket tip. There's another one too. There were like 5 tips this game. Like, what is going on? I miss when, you know, the game was a little bit more, you know, rewarding for like passing plays. But there we go. We get a nice little goal there. 1 minute left. We're up 5-4. We screw it. They get a 1T goal. We cut to OT here. Double OT. It pops out to their guy. He just flicks up and it goes bottom corner. That was a tough loss. We were up 3-0. We had it. Anyway, 5-6 final score. Next, we played the Senators. Another low-key team with some good chem. I think their right D was our owner last year on Buffalo. I forget. Anyway, we get a nice little force goal to start off there. They get one themselves. You know, it's whatever. We cut it back. Hendry gets it over to Sweezy. It gets blocked. They come down for a breakaway and tuck it. And then they get another snipe here right before the first period ends. They're up 3-1. Hendry gets a nice shot there, far side. They get it down low and they get another force here. A lot of forces today. You'll see it later. And we get a nice little short side goal there too. They come back. They get one. I get a nice little pass here down to Juke. That was a nice little play. Anyway, we're down 7-4. That was just a bit of a dopeless game. That one was tough. So that was week 4. Now moving on to week 5, we had 2 new defensemen for this week, E.V. Malkin and Neeler, because we ended up trading Hendry and Sweezy, who I love both of them. They're both great players, but it just unfortunately wasn't working out for us. But for week 5, we played the Wild, the Hawks, and the Stars. So let's get right into it. So for the first game of week 5, we played the Wild, and this was definitely a must-win for us, especially after going 1-1-1 last week. We really wanted at least 2 wins this week, especially with the new D-men. We start off with a nice little force there, and they come down. I make an absolutely stupid play. I think I just messed up my pass there. I don't know what happened there. We get another cross-creaser. 2-1 good guys. Cooch pops out for the backhander. 3-1 for the lads. We make a nice little play here down low. That could have easily went, and then I just cheese him short side here. I think the gold close quarters, bro. It's actually so OP. You got to be using it as a winger. We get a nice little play there. The boys are up 6-1. We make it 7. That was an absolutely barn burner game for us. 7-1 final score. Next, we played the Hawks, and I think we've played this line before, and they beat us, but unfortunately, it was a similar result. The forces this game were crazy. There was two. There's three. They just get something off the face-off here. We're down 4-0. We get a nice little late goal, nice little spin pass by Juke, or by Juke over to Cooch. And they sauce it up here with 5 seconds left. They get a breakaway goal, you know, whatever. 5-1 game. That was a bit of a dopeless one for us. For the last game of the day, we played the Stars, and after last game's performance, we needed a dub here to get the 2-1 record of the night. Nice snipe by Juke there. The close quarters, it's OP. They call for the slap here. Malkin calls for the slap. Cooch gets it. He's not missing breakaways, folks. He's the best breakaway taker in the league. They get a force here, you know, whatever. They come down. We kind of lost ourselves at this point in the game. They scored like 3 back-to-back-to-back. But, you know, we kind of just had to, you know, regroup. We get a nice little tip there. A sick pass by Nealer there. I did not think that was getting through. And then Evie Malkin, 3-year Super League, snipes it short side. We tried to get the 25 shots for the shot prop. Couldn't get it. But the boys get the dub, 5-3, 2-1 on the night. So that was week 4 and 5 of league gaming. Our overall record is now 6-8-1. Could be a lot worse, but also could be a lot better. I promised you guys my new build and skating style. So first, here's the build. I went back to Dangler because I think gold close quarters is just so overpowered. I've been enjoying this build with all these stats for 6s. Now I have 2 skating styles. The first one is this one I've used for a couple of years. I believe some top guys still use this, and my other one is just one style. Style 1, everything set at 90. I switch between both every now and again. I was using all 90s the past few weeks, but I'm going to change back to the one on screen. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you for week 6 and 7. Peace, peace, peace.